What's up, everybody? Noah Kisser back here for my review of Under the Stadium Lights. This is a sports drama all about the Abilene High School football team of 2009. This is an infamous football team who was very close to the playoffs and winning the championship, but this is their journey. This is also a religious-based film as well, and I believe this was supposed to be called Brothers Keeper. But this is called Under the Stadium Lights. This has Milo Gibson, Abigail Hawk, and Lawrence Fishburne. This is a football movie that I was not expecting much from, and I love football. I love football to death. Football is probably my favorite sport besides professional wrestling. Okay, so Under the Stadium Lights is a very good dramatic sports film. It has bits of comedy in there, and it is a very uplifting film. Is it a great movie, though? It's not great. It's just good. What pulls it back from being great? Well, let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the positives first. The positives are that the acting in this movie, for the most part, is pretty darn good. Milo Gibson and Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne doesn't have much to do in the movie, if I'm being honest. But with what he has to do, it's very well done, and he's always good in whatever he does. Milo Gibson does get a bit stale at some points and very monotone, and looks like he's just bored. But the teenagers in here, for the most part, except for a couple that are very just forced and thrown in there to add just a few unneeded lines to make the script longer and the movie longer, which is unneeded, which I will get into in just a little bit. The acting's fine. The script is solid. The football action is fun, but we don't get a lot of football. This isn't like Friday Night Lights. This isn't like Varsity Blues. This isn't like Facing the Giants, where you get a whole lot of football. You get a bunch of drama, character-driven stories. And yes, some of them do pay off, but yet you're mainly watching this, and it's not about the football team. It's about the football team supporting each other through their life struggles. And while that's interesting, I wanted more football. I wanted to see their season progress. I wanted to see their football games instead of seeing just clips from the football games and clips from the actual team. If the guys don't know how to play football, send them to a football camp. Do football practices with legit football players. It isn't that hard. Football is a very easy sport if you know what you're doing. But listen to me. I was not a football player in high school, but I know the game. If you didn't want to do the stunts, get stunt doubles. This movie, the trailer makes it seem like it's a football-heavy movie, and it's not. It is not a football-heavy movie at all. It's a characters-driven stories, and while they're interesting, they don't give a whole lot to the actual plot. And when they do, they are overtaking the plot of the movie, which adds in too many story beats and unneeded story beats that are not resolved in some places. Under the Stadium Lights is a very disappointing movie, but it's also still a good movie. I wanted this film to be great because I love football, and I love football movies. Under the Stadium Lights is not a great movie. It's good. But those elements just bogged this film down for me and made my grade go down. I'm going to give Under the Stadium Lights a B-. There's my review of Under the Stadium Lights. I will see you guys next time for my review of the new Mark Wahlberg Paramount Plus action movie, Infinite, as well as my review later this weekend for In the Heights, Peter Rabbit 2, and the new Netflix animated movie, Wish Dragon, as well as Monday, the two new Hallmark movies, The Baker's Son and Aurora Tea Garden Mysteries, Till Death Do Us Part. I will see all of you guys next time.